Part 2. Why is the privileged caste in any country, regardless of its government structure, interested in the status quo relative to the state educational standards? Because the state education system is designed to imitate the process of learning. It is not aimed at providing the adequate knowledge of life reality. It becomes the practice of entering intellectual psychotism by means of intellectual violence. Children are forced to study the most abstract things, that is, academic fundamental science, in order to reproduce the so-called infantile and state-dependent structural scientists who form a reliable electoral reserve for the privileged caste. And those who remained outsiders in school will go on to vocational training, to learn working professions and join the working class. They will turn into a reliable electoral reserve because the owners of the labor market are members of the State Bureaucratic Apparatus or their relatives and friends. Those who have a neurotic reaction of resisting this ritual, of dumbing down in the context of knowing life's reality, join the ranks of total domestic criminality, which is the primary source of why the privileged caste exists in any country and in any government structure. There is also the last category of conformists among students who reach secondary education and get the opportunity to formally become specialists with higher education or administrators in the state bureaucracy apparatus. This type of students, with reproductive type of thinking, are initially adjusted to carrying out any instructions of the master, and they are ideal for replenishing the state bureaucratic apparatus and consequently for replenishing the most reliable electoral reserve. Now it becomes clear why the state-privileged caste is deathly afraid of innovative private education, which leads to the development of human civilization and as of consequence to the democratization of state power, for which the privileged caste will be re-evaluated as a necessary social rudiment, as archaism of the civilization.